My name is Jenny O'Reilly. I am 58 years old, and this is my story. 8 years ago, I fell down a flight of stairs and woke up in the hospital, and I was paralyzed from the chin down. I was a quadriplegic, an incomplete quadriplegic, which meant I could get some movement back, but they didn't know how much. So that was scary, but it was different than what I'm going through now, because I was afraid then, but I knew I was going to be okay because I had the control. As long as I worked hard, I would be okay. And I remember giving that fear to God and saying, let's roll with this. I did everything I could to become a walker and be able to use my body, and I'd say I'm 90% okay. My legs sometimes are too tight and I have to walk with a walker, but that's easy. That's easy stuff. Now, 8 years later, same month, I have been diagnosed with cancer. This is not as easy. And I was really mad at God. And I had to take a step back and say, I'm sorry for being mad. I know I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the circumstance. I was shocked, first of all. I was with Kenny and a doctor in the emergency room when he told me that there was this, thing on my spine, and he knew what it was. And I can't really repeat what I said at the time, but and I just looked at Kenny. I said, "We'll get through this," And Kenny prayed. That's what Kenny always does. That's my husband, Kenny. And I was just scared. When you get a diagnosis like that, and you're young and you're healthy and you're doing what you think is right. And then having to tell your kids, it was the worst day of my life. Having to tell my boys that, but, so yeah, that's where I was then. I'm not there now. I'm still scared, obviously. That's just part of the unknown, It's amazing. I know that he's got my back, and whether I survive this cancer or not, I'm going to go through it knowing that he's got my back the whole way, and it's not anything that he's done that isn't helping. It is what it is. But the reality is, I know in my heart of hearts, I'm his daughter. I think it just gives me hope that my family is also of faith, that we're all talking to God at the same time. We're all praying for the same things, and that this Christmas is going to be amazing and full of miracles. And I really believe that I'm going to get better. I really believe that. And I don't know. I just want other people to have hope that, this is a tough season. Everyone's going through something. I'm not the only one going through it. Divorce, who knows what is going on for someone, sickness, losing a child, losing a spouse. It's hard, especially during the holidays, but you just remember you can talk to God, and you have hope that tomorrow's gonna, I always tell my son, it's temporary. It's just temporary. Tomorrow's gonna be a different day. Just walk through it and breathe. Just center yourself, find God's love inside you, and know that when it's there, and it's always there, but when you recognize that it's there, because that's what it's all about. It's always in us, but sometimes we forget and we don't recognize it. Hold on to that.